Hey, greetings everyone. This is Joe. Welcome back to our journey through the Gospel of St. Mark. Well, sometimes happiness and a strong heart take a little bit of a different road, and sometimes that road has some bumps in it. We are going to talk about that today as we stay in chapter 8 of Mark's Gospel. And I would ask you now to quiet your minds and hearts as we hear that passage. St. Mark chapter 8, verses 31 to 35. Then Jesus began to teach them that the Son of Man must undergo great suffering and be rejected by the elders, the chief priests, the scribes, and be killed, and after 3 days rise again. He said all this quite openly, and Peter took him aside and began to rebuke him. But turning and looking at his disciples, he rebuked Peter and said, "Get behind me, Satan, for you are setting your mind not on divine things, but on human things." He called the crowd with his disciples and said to them, "If any want to become my followers, they must deny themselves and take up their cross and follow me. For those who want to save their life will lose it, and those who lose their life for my sake and for the sake of the gospel will save it." Now, I clearly remember when I was younger, I would take on a project, whether it was in school or personal project of mine, and I would come to a point and I would stop. And it took me a while to realize that I was stopping at a point every time at around the same point. And here's kind of how it worked out for me. Because there are 3 things that we need to accept and commit to when we are engaging in anything worthwhile. The first is hard work. Hard work has to come first and foremost. And I will tell you that I didn't shy away from the hard work. The second is challenges, whether they're challenges to our task at hand, whether our talents are being challenged, whatever the case may be. And there too, I stayed the course through at least most of the challenges. But the third one is the most difficult, and it takes center stage in the gospel. And that is adversity from places where you would least expect it. Adversity from places where you would least expect it. And when those things crept in for me, that's when I had a real uphill battle. And in honesty, in most cases, I threw in the towel. I learned this lesson, though, over the years, and now I don't throw in that towel. I remain committed. But I learned the hard way. And didn't we see it in the gospel? Not only from Peter, he takes kind of, unfortunately, the lead in this thing where Jesus rebukes him. But we hear that he is rejected by all. The scribes, all the people that maybe he least expected himself. But this is a reality, and it tells us that we are on the right track. Yes, it tells us we're on the right track when we get adversity from those situations, people that we least expect. That will tell us, by the nature of this gospel, that we are on the right track and we need to dig deep for further commitment to whatever it is we are pursuing. For me, I will tell you, it came down to my love and dedication to help animals. And that's where I received so much pushback from places where I would have least expected it. I was told, "That is ridiculous, you're spending your time there." I was told, "How can you do that? These are not the ones who will give you what you need emotionally." Well, it took a while, but now I know. So, my friends, we are looking for a real look at commitment here. And the commitment comes with these 3 stages: hard work, looking at the challenges and facing them, and then, yes, adversity from those places and people that we least expected. Dig down deep. Find the commitment you need, because the reward is truly worth it. Well, my friends, that's our message from chapter 8 of Mark's Gospel for today, to help our level of joy and happiness and absolutely strengthen our heart and make us a more peaceful and compassionate individual and spread that to the world that really needs it most. I hope it was enjoyable for you this time on Chapter 8 of Mark's Gospel. I'm always here for questions or thoughts or concerns, and I will see you back on the next video. Take care, everyone.